breaking the trauma bond. What is this weird bond that the narcissistic cluster B personality type seems to have over us? How do I get over my ex? I absolutely hated them. It was an awful experience, and yet I'm still thinking about them. That's quite annoying. A deep wellspring of shame and bitterness held in the mind and held in the heart is not good. This is how people start to develop personality disorders themselves. A person who was trauma bonded would typically be somebody who had been by one person beaten and punished on one day, and then on another day held in high esteem, being given rewards, being given kindness. There is the possibility of breaking that trauma bond, that hold that the person has over us, by processing and allowing all of the emotions around it. Radical acceptance, whatever it is, no matter how unacceptable and how much I want to reject it, I'm radically going to accept the whole thing. It's hard for people with CPTSD to accept that which they have deemed to be unacceptable. It's hard for the ego sometimes to let go of the game. Because of trauma, we're all gooey about love and intimacy. We're all sentimental about that, and we get childish. It's not that the person doesn't want to tell you the truth. They do want to tell you the truth, but there are some truths that for people who are in a deep state of trauma, they can't speak it. They literally don't have the capacity to speak it. When you want to check if somebody's processing their emotions, their emotional state and their patterns of behavior after 2 weeks of doing the emotional literacy exercise, totally different. So many people who are coming out of narcissistic abusive relationships, they want to talk about it. They want to gut spill. They want to write essays about what occurred. And they're going out there externally. There's the key. If I can find it and I can figure this whole thing out. How are you going to have a solution to a problem when you have defined the problem all wrong? All of this is a manifestation of codependency and CPTSD. The only way you have a chance at overcoming the flashbacks and the codependency is actually getting inside the machine and healing the CPTSD. It can't work for you. You have to make it work. If you're alive now and you're a human being on this planet, your destiny is to experience some suffering. You're going to experience a lot more pain and suffering being a wretch than if you say, right, let's do this. I'm sick of it. The way you're living now is the way you'll be living in 1 year's time. Think about that. If you feel strong enough for that, and you feel ready for that, and you want to break the trauma bond that one person has had over you, and you're prepared to develop some new skills, some new strength and some emotional literacy, jump on this course. Go for what you want. That's your right. You have a right to actually want things and then go after them. But you don't have a right to demand things and expect them to be given to you.